So how many of you have been in a position where you feel like that you are under so much pressure? You've got to make the right decision. You've got a deadline. There is so much riding on what you have to say. There's so much riding on what you have to do. I've been there, and it's a lot of pressure. There's a lot going on in the moment. And so there have been times in my life where I felt like I've had a literal zipper put over my mouth where it means do not say anything. Now is not the time. And I've also been on the other end of that where I felt like, you know what, there is fire shut up in my bones, and if I don't say anything, I'm going to burn slam up. It's going to be bad. But of course, there is a balance that we have to find there. And so let me encourage you in this story. There's a story in the book of Esther, which let me just go ahead and say, I want to be Esther. I just imagine her as this like beautiful princess. She's got all this adornment on her. She's got long, flowy, dark hair. I don't know that's for a fact. I'm just picturing her. But so she's put in a position. She was just a common girl, and she was put in a position in the king's palace. She had this cool uncle named Mordecai. Mordecai wanted everything in the world for her, wanted her best interest. He loved her so much as a daughter. And so he wanted her to understand that God has placed you in a position in the castle for a reason. Esther 4:14 says that maybe, just maybe, God has put you in this position for such a time as this. There was a lot of things going on in that story, and I do not have time in 2 minutes to get in it. But there was a lot of things going on. There was a lot of turmoil. Her people were about to be destroyed, but God had placed her in a position to intervene on the behalf of her people. She had a lot of pressure going on, but yet God saw fit to intervene, and the story ends up great. But you know what? There may be a time in your life where you're going to be like Esther. You're going to be in a time where you feel tremendous pressure, where you feel like everything is riding on you. You've got a deadline. You've got to stand up bold. You've got to hold your shoulders back, and you've got to be the shot caller. And you have got to do things that line up with the scripture and line up with integrity, the way God has called you to go out and be. And that is going to be hard. It's not popular, but I promise you, God will honor it. Look, we're going to make it. I'm going to make it. And you guys are going to be like wonderful. There's going to be a great testimony for what you are going through right now. Look, I'm going to be praying for you guys, and I hope that you pray for me. We're going to make it, and I'll talk to you guys later.